circle it. So we're making Yuffie... Oh, god dang it, I just arranged on accident. We're making Yuffie the magic caster again. I don't know if I want to do... Quadramagic Ultima or like Contain. Might just do Quadramagic Ultima and MP Turbo if I have enough. It's a pretty scary combination. MP Turbo Ultima and Quadramagic Ultima. Yeah, I have enough to use it once. The issue is I don't have enough MP to use it to actually Quadramagic it. But actually, you know what I could do? It's kind of silly, but I could actually give Cloud the Quadramagic Ultima and W Magic and have him cast it and then have Yuna mime it. That way she gets all her damage off. I wonder if MP Turbo would work though, if it counts. I don't know if it counts or not. What's up, Camp? We were talking about potentially doing Crisis Core. I haven't decided 100%, but... Glass Cannon mod, that's right. Let's do this instead. Let's keep MP Turbo Ultima. Let's give Cloud Quadramagic Contain. And then we'll give Yuffie mine. I don't actually know how MP Turbo works with mine. I'll have to test it sometime. Maybe if we have time today, I'll test it. I'll do like a regular Firecast, and then I'll have someone else MP Turbo Firecast, and then have the first person mime it and see if it does more damage. That would be pretty broken if it actually counted the MP Turbo, because you'd be getting the effects of MP Turbo without actually costing more MP. Yeah, even when you do buy physical games, it still has a giant download anyways. But at least you get something. Like, I'm okay with that, as long as I get something. Well, I'm not okay with it, but, like, I can deal with it. The best case scenario is that you buy a game physically and it works day one without having to download anything. Which might sound like a big ask, but when you think about it, that's how every game was for literally a decade. Only recently have they decided that it doesn't have to be that way anymore, but for a whole decade, it was you buy the game and that's it. So I don't know why it had to change. I understand online games, you know what I mean? Like, I understand Call of Duty. Yeah, You make a game that has hundreds of people, millions of people playing online. There's going to be bugs. There's going to be stuff found. There's going to be stuff you have to patch. There's going to be balancing that you want to do. Yada yada. I totally get that. I'm not trying to, like, put down game companies because of that. But there's no reason that Spyro should need a day one patch and have both Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 not on the disc. There's no reason. There's no excuse. It's a completely single player experience. There's no reason why it can't be finished on the disc. Yes, I did get Spyro. We're playing it directly after this. And you might argue like, oh, well, they're just making the game better, but there's been plenty of instances where day one a game is straight up unplayable. And that's just unbelievable. Like, there's no excuse for that. If there's like a bug that they fix or whatever, that's one thing. But there's been games that are straight up unplayable day one. And like, how does that happen? How do you have an entire company create a game and have people test it and test it and test it and then release it and it's unplayable? Like, I don't understand how that even happens. Hellside, thank you so much for the 13-month resub. My man, welcome back to the crew. So I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know when we decided it was like totally okay to. Oh, rip my rip the money on this video, by the way. Rip my monetization on this video. It's playing the Eris theme. I guess it's all over for me. We're not allowed to listen to the Eris's theme. I can't edit it now. I could have maybe muted it, but I forgot, so now it's all over. I mean, I could skip this section, but I don't really want to. To be honest, I'd rather give the viewers all the scenes than skimp out. You know what I mean? Like, it's not worth me making an extra $10 for you guys to completely miss this scene. So, I will just deal with it. I mean, it's true that anyone watching this mod has probably already seen that scene, but I just... Yo, Spirit! 7-month resub. Didn't have much time to watch you lately, but I won't stop supporting. Thank you so much, my man. Enjoy that yellow badge and those new 4-8 emotes. And Arctic, thank you for the 666. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Here's the thing. I understand you guys saying, why don't you just edit it out? But I'd rather not bend over backwards for my copyright overlords. You know what I mean? I'm not going to skimp out on my content just to please the copyright overlords. I would rather tell them to go screw themselves and give them $10 if I have to. But I'm not going to sit here and skimp out my content just to make sure I'm following the line perfectly. You guys are way too supportive of me and donate way too many bits and donate way too much, money and subs and everything For me to turn around and go, well, I want to make $10, so... You know what I mean? To me, it's unfair to you guys. You guys support me way too much. I don't need to be skimping out on my content for money. I think a lot of YouTubers think like the most important thing ever is to make as much money as possible. I think that you guys make me enough money already. I would rather give you the best content I can give. I firmly believe that if I give the best content that I can give, then things will work out for me. It's not all about squeezing every dollar out of each video. And I don't mean that in like a hashtag not sellout way. Like if you're a YouTuber and you have to squeeze out every dollar, then I totally understand. But for me, it's not like that. I am not in the position where I need to squeeze out every single dollar of my YouTube, so... I mean, to be nice, you know, I gotta feed my son, but... If copyright companies want to take away the money out of my son's pocket so that they can make $10 on a song they made 20 years ago, then that's just what they got to do, I guess. That's where it's at, I suppose. I mute the Eris scene because it's easy to do. Like, that one's not a big deal. Everyone's seen the Eris scene. Everyone can just look it up. It's not very hard just to mute the picture. But Eris's theme is now getting copyrighted. So now, if we even hear Eris's theme, that's enough for them to take the money. So I'm not gonna sit here and try to like take out every instance of Eris's theme. I mean, I suppose I could, like I did the boss music, but at this point it's like there's no winning, so I'm just not even gonna bother. The boss music thing was fun and funny, and I'll keep it as what it is because it's entertaining, but yeah, Eris's theme, just whatever. So, Diamond Weapon. I've been thinking about this fight. I don't think it'll be that hard to do. I'm a little worried about the damage he's going to be dealing to us, though. Especially with Emerald Beam. Of course, now we have Bahamut Zero, and we might be able to just spam the crap out of Bahamut Zero and win the game. How much? Oh god, I don't have enough. Ooh, I'm only 180 away from leveling up MP+. I should go do that. Where would be the best place to do that? Maybe here. Maybe the sandworm. Oh, you know what? Probably Mediel, actually. You're right. Mediel would probably be good. Yeah, I could buy more HP and MP pluses as well. I feel like that's a little cheap though. Just because HP and MP pluses are so goddamn good, especially in this mod where he buffed them. So I'll probably leave them for now. Oh, you know what else? We haven't done the Yuffie side quest, and we have to do it now. So why don't we do that for fun? Sucks 'cause I'll have to redo all my materia, but... I love how it plays this music. Doing the pagoda in this mod might actually be a challenge. Maybe we should do it for fun. Now we got plenty of time before Diamond destroys Midgar, right? I'm sure it'll be fine. What's up, Ninja? It's going good, my man. So while we're doing the Yuffie side quest, the last thing I wanted to talk about in terms of games and everything, I can't remember if we talked about this last week or not, so remind me if we did. But did we talk about Final Fantasy 15 and the stepping down of the director? Yo, Loveless, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Nice name. Nice Final Fantasy Easter egg name. We mentioned it, but we didn't discuss it. Oh boy. What an event. What an event that is, right? You know, all I can really say is that to all the people that were like, you know what, Final Fantasy 15 is poop, but they're going to release all this great DLC and they're really going to support it and do their best to make it good, and you should just like realize that Square knows what they're doing and you're wrong. I'd like to give you a nice big because no, they don't know what they're doing. I've never seen a company like with less idea of what they're doing than Square. Like, it's truly baffling how they can just be like, we're making the Final Fantasy VII remake. No, we're not. We're making Final Fantasy 15 DLC. No, we're not. We're gonna make Final Fantasy 13 Versus. No, we're not. We're gonna make 14 a good game. Yeah, actually 14 is pretty good. You know, they just don't, I don't know, man. They have no idea. It's not even like they don't match up to what I want anymore. It's that they just don't even know what they're doing anymore. It's obvious. Also, that magic shuriken might actually be a awesome thing because we're using a lot of magic with Yuffie. I mean, there's me sitting here complaining about what Square Enix has been doing for the past 10 years, and then there's just the fact that they're actually, like, have no idea what they're doing. I can complain all I want, but at the end of the day, it is true that they just are completely clueless. don't know, man. There's so many things I hate about Final Fantasy 15, but that's probably one of the more unique ones I've heard, Deeble, that the font is too small. I did notice that, though. It didn't bother me as much because I played on a monitor and not a TV. But, yeah, it was really small. It was kind of a problem, even playing it on a monitor. Like, my parents don't play video games, but if they did, I guarantee they'd have an issue reading Final Fantasy 15's text. Yeah, I don't know. What? Maybe I hate Final Fantasy 15. Maybe other people like it. But at the end of the day, Square Enix poured so much money into 15 that it is actually mind-blowing. There's like 9 different mobile games. I can't go a day without seeing a freaking ad for one of those mobile games. They got all the cup noodle and all the sponsorships. Final Fantasy 15 literally took over the world when it came out. They put so much money into making sure that Final Fantasy 15 was a success. So for them now to walk away from it is like, what now? Like, how do they rebound from that? That's the most appalling thing. I mean, regardless of your opinion of which one of these games you're excited about and which ones you hate, Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Kingdom Hearts 3 are their big 3. That's the big 3 that Square Enix have right now. And they've screwed all 3 of them. You know? Kingdom Hearts 3 took a million years. Final Fantasy VII Remake, they came out and said we announced it too early, and they're probably never going to make it. And Final Fantasy 15 is screwed now. So it's like, what do they have left? What's funny, though, is their fan base is so, you know, connected that they could just be like, we're going to make a Final Fantasy 16 and we all jump on it again. That's what's sad. What's up, IQ Fire? Welcome. Let's see. So I do have some material left. I have some luck pluses, I have a destruct, I have a speed plus, I have a revive. Holy cow, I have a lot. Well, actually, the reason I have a lot is because in this mod we had one of everything. So that ended up, you know, getting us to the point where we didn't really lose everything. Because Yuffie can only take so much materia. There's nothing really here that's that useful, though, to us. Enemy away would actually be kind of nice. I secretly hope that Square drops the Final Fantasy VII Remake to continue 15. Never played 15, but anything is better than the Final Fantasy VII Remake the way that they want to do it. I agree with what you're saying, but let me change it a little bit. I hope Square Enix secretly drops the Final Fantasy VII Remake and starts making shoes instead. That's my version. Because I don't want Final Fantasy 15 either. I think I'd rather them just make shoes. I'd buy some Square Enix shoes, dude. Some loafers. If Square Enix started making loafers, I'd buy a pair. Yeah, they make cool figurines. Just have them keep making figurines. Yeah, I'll buy some figurines, dude. They make dope figurines. The only problem is they're like $700 when they first come out. They're not even like rare. They just charge way too much for them. And they're not even that, like, they're well made, but they're not like, they just make them expensive because they're Cloud or whatever. It's like, oh, here's a $30 figurine of Cloud. Let's sell it for $80 because it's Cloud. I think maybe Square Enix should start making movies again. I mean, they made Kingsglaive, and that was, from what I heard, okay. You know, I'm really sad, because I bought Kingsglaive, and I had all the intentions of watching it. I wanted to get the whole Final Fantasy 15 experience, because they were all like, oh, it's the experience. It's not just the game, it's the experience. In other words, they were like, give us all your money. But I fell for it, dude. I was like, okay, I'll get the movie, I'll watch the movie, I'll play the game, I'll get the whole experience. I even played the crappy mobile game, the first one, that came with the game, not the real mobile games. Like I actually listened to Square Enix. That's why I'm so sour. If you ever wonder like why I'm always just pooping on Square Enix and pooping on Final Fantasy 15, this is the reason. Because I really personally tried. I really tried to enjoy 15. I was so into it. I was like, I am going to love Final Fantasy 15. This is going to be the revival of Square Enix for me. I tried so hard. I bought the movie. I played the mobile game. I'm stuck behind this head. Hello? And I never even watched the movie. Because I played the game first, because we had it on stream, and everyone was like, we want to see your reaction, so I played it. And it was so bad that I never even watched the movie. And I don't think the movie was that bad. No one's really told me what they thought, probably because no one watched it, but as far as I heard, it wasn't like terrible. As video game movies go, it was okay. It was no Assassin's Creed, if you catch my drift. And I'm also a personal fan of Advent Children. I know a lot of people poop on Advent Children, but I actually really enjoy that movie. It's definitely not perfect, but I actually enjoyed it when I played it originally. We're going to try this on active fastest, even though it's a little spooky. So everyone's getting a Zydric because we have no materia anyways. I have 2 tough rings, which is dope. Let's give this a shot. It seems like I'm not talking about Spirits Within, but a couple other people are talking about Spirits Within. I haven't seen Spirits Within. I do own it though, and I heard it was god awful. But that was before. That was a long time ago. That was like, they were like, "What are video games? I don't know. Make a movie with Final Fantasy in the name," and that was it. But yeah, like, in a world where video game movies just always suck, I feel like Square Enix's were, like, mediocre. So maybe they could actually, like, be the ones to bring some good video game movies. That's bad. Zydrix help a lot here. Like, Kate Sith's taking very little damage. Cloud actually did a lot of damage. I'm shocked. He also isn't taking that much damage. Holy cow. That's bad. It's on Cloud too, isn't it? Stop with the arrows. I think we win. Yeah. Yes, we are very squishy. Even with Zydrix, we are extremely squishy. Because we have no armor. And we have very little HP. You know, that sub song is even better with the wind in the background. Thank you for the 5 months. Death separates us. Appreciate it, man. Is there a reason you usually skip the Yuffie only fights? Just because they're not really, they give you Leviathan, which we never need, and they're not really that difficult usually. Not unless Yuffie herself is super weak for whatever reason, which she is in this mod, so it might be kind of interesting to do in this mod. But as long as you have some sort of strength with Yuffie, you can kind of just one-shot most of the pagoda bosses. Yeah, they can, I'm pretty sure they can all be poisoned as well, so you can just poison and heal. But like even more so than that, you know, I have Bahamut Zero. I could literally just Bahamut Zero mime the whole way up, and there's nothing you can do about that. Alright. So... Hey, she actually still has her materia. I never knew that. If you do the Yuffie side quest with Yuffie having materia on, her materia doesn't get scrambled, but everyone else's does. That's actually kind of a cool little detail. It would make sense. She wouldn't scramble her own materia. It's actually really nice because hers was the one that I was most worried about having to redo. Alright, so you're just going to be a cover bot with all the HP pluses and W item. And you can have an enemy skill too, because why not? You are going to go back to having the Imperial Guard. And Tough Ring's probably fine. You are going to have Quadra Magic. Do we say Ultima or Contain? I think Contain. Because Ultima is Turbo, yeah. And then just a bunch of whatever. I don't really care. Everybody's kind of I guess I could give you Quadra Magic Ultima too. There's no reason not to. Do you have enough? No, you need... Oh yeah, I still need to level up my MP+. So we'll do that now. Let's see. Mystify, Revive. We can give you Final Attack Revive, I guess. Should give it to Kate Sith, but I'm gonna keep Kate Sith with the Zydric, so I can be sure that at least one person will survive. Now, you are going to lose these two materia. Never mind. These three materia. And put on this so we can double our MP plus growth. Then we're going to go to Medial. Did I miss anyone's questions while I was doing all that? I see Zaster asked what MonoMod is, but then figured it out. I would use Conformer, but since Yuffie's already my magic spammer, I might as well just use it. If we realize we're not doing enough damage, I'll switch to Conformer, but I think we're gonna do enough damage. Yuffie's quite the magic tank right now. And by tank, I mean the opposite of tank. She's quite the magic cannon right now. Thanks for the 300 bits, Miami. Wow, that took one fight. Wasn't enough though. I think Yuffie has reached her limit with MP growth. So like, yeah, even if I take something off, her MP isn't going any higher. She's reached her limit. So, the only way we can do this is by leveling her up, which will probably give her enough, because with all the percentage I'm getting, it'll probably be enough. So, oh, I got the Oritsuru now. Mega dope. She has 100 HP. So let's give her the XP plus materia. Let's see what that does for us. I mean, we could just use, well, I don't know. We could just use Ultima, I guess. I have both set up, so. Attack while its tail's up. And he'll counterattack with his laser. Seen a bit Cliptic. Alright, well she went up a level. How much did she get? None. Alright. That was a unlucky roll. Oh my god, 95 HP. It's legendary. Alright. I say screw Bahamut Zero, let's just use Ultima. Should be enough, hopefully. Although we will see, because your boy has some serious defense. No, there's a hard limit in the game. I want to say it's like 200% or something, where the game will just stop increasing your MP. So we're throwing hero drinks on Kate Sith so that we can make sure that he survives. And he's dead. Good stuff. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, he just showed us the front door. Yeah, he showed us the front door. He said, here you go, buddy. That's what happens when you keep him waiting. Yeah, he's mad. He's a little upset. He's so angry he crashed the game. Alright, you're getting... see if that helps. Give Kate Sith the tough ring. I don't think your HP can go up forever, but usually it gets to 9,999 before it stops, if that makes sense. Like, if the limit was 200%, then as long as you had at least 5,000 HP, it would get all the way to 9,999, so... Well, actually, if it was 200%, you only need, like, 3,000. He's so fast. It's a big problem. He's super fast. This might be the end of using active battle. With the exception of the Turks, which I used weight just so I could get the steals. But other than that, we've used active battle this whole time, but this might be the end. Because this is not going well. Don't kill you. Okay. Hopefully Yuffie gets her turn here, which she should. Yes, we're on active fastest. I always play on active fastest unless I can't. Thanks for stopping by, Osifer. Tell your wife I said happy B-Day. Now hopefully he doesn't attack Yuffie here. Okay, good. Oh, my HP thing is broken. Can't see how much HP he has. Wow, I got really lucky. I wish I could have mimed this, but I don't want to die. So, I refrained. I'm hoping he opens up here, but probably not. I don't think he ever opens up unless you... Well, maybe. Sure. Perfect. Nice. I knew as long as I got my actions in while he was doing his actions, I was guaranteed to get him off. So I just waited until he like said, okay, I'm gonna kill Cloud, and then I said like, okay, Kate Sith revive Cloud, throw a Mega Elixir, and then have Yuffie do damage. Instead of trying to do that before he attacked, I just did it as he was attacking. That way it always went off. because their ATB doesn't start filling until after their attack's over. Yeah, he opens up after 2 limit breaks. I couldn't remember if he ever opened up on a health gate or not. That's an interesting scene. I never noticed that. Normally, Cloud gets out his phone and calls Kate Sith there, but Kate Sith was in my party, so we just walked up to him and said it. It's pretty cool. Well, other way around. Kate Sith calls Cloud, but yeah. I'm learning all these new little things with Kate Sith in the party because I never use him. Yeah, too bad we didn't have him after Demon Wall. That's exactly what happens, though. He just kind of starts the conversation from inside the party instead of jumping through the door. It's a good use of the Seymour emote. So now on to the Midgar raid, which will be interesting. Proud Cloud will be a joke, as always. I don't think Hojo will do much either, but we'll see. The thing about Hojo is as long as you do a lot of damage, he's never a problem. Yeah, we should be able to take revenge on Hojo after the Curse Ring challenge, where he was the hardest boss. I'll never forget that Hojo battle. I'll never forget Curse Ring Hojo. It was like three episodes of attempts. Combo is definitely a problem with this much HP, but the issue with combo is that it only kills one thing. So it suffers from W item spam. W item literally makes it impossible to lose to anything that only attacks once. Because you just revive and heal every time. There's nothing they can do about it. Once you get W item, really the only problem bosses you'll ever encounter are ones that have attacks that hit everything. But Hojo takes out one character at a time, so you can easily just revive over and over. Don't worry guys, he lives. Yep, we had to use stop on our own characters. Took you about 3 hours on Hojo. Which boss took you the longest ever? The final boss of Hardcore Mod. Took me like several days. Yeah. Omega took me like 2 days to beat. Like, I don't know the exact number, but probably like 6 or 7 hours of actual like attempts. Actually like sitting here messing with materia and attempting to kill him like 7 hours straight. Or rather, 4 hours one day and then 3 hours the next week. Does the menu in the PC version bother you? The menu's fine. The issue with the PC version is double inputs. The Steam version has this terrible thing called double input, where if you were to press up and then circle on the next frame, it hits up twice instead. And it's awful, and I wish they would fix it, because it's the one thing I hate about the Steam version. It doesn't really apply to many people, but like in the speedrun, it's the worst thing ever. You have to purposefully do menus slow, or else you'll double input and screw up. What's up, Zero Man? If it weren't for double inputting, I'd probably do a lot of the menus in this game a lot faster, but I had to purposely do them slower so it doesn't double input. But other than that, I don't mind the menu. I think the menus are good. I've even gotten used to doing them on keyboard.